talking about your big-titted aunt. Your big-titty aunt.
That is great. That's great that they're so out of touch. What about me being 99% great and 1% evil? Okay?
Put the mic in your face, you
I just don't get this part anymore. Button. Because it goes for, he has a button that he pushes. It's almost like we're in a studio, like a real studio.
We are in a real studio.
Like an NBC Letterman.
Thank God we're not in that studio.
In the studio where people, have worked for years.
Yeah.
That whole idea of being able to work. See, that's the intimidation factor. Now people don't get intimidated by that no more because they're doing it at home.
I see. Yeah.
We're doing the Letterman show right now.
That's a good point.
We're doing the Carson, the Leno, the who's that? Milton Berle. I can go back. You don't know these guys probably.
Milton Berle, yeah.
Right. So these guys, imagine trying to do this back in the day at your house. Right. I mean, we're going to Amazon buying this shit. It comes tomorrow.
Yeah.
You could instantly become a studio that looks legit, which is great for a lot of things. A lot of things.
There's a caveat here, though.
Well, yeah. The problem is too much content. There's too many people trying this.
There's too many people that can do it. Yeah.
Right. The ease of entry is too easy.
It's too easy now. Yeah.
We need to make it harder.
We should restrict people's ability to purchase stuff.
If you were an evil corporate guy and you had control of, say, Spotify, right? Or how many podcasts you think Spotify has to deal with?
Thousands, hundreds of thousands.
Hundreds of thousands. If you just said, well, today I'm going to push the Carmen Cercillo podcast to the top.
They could.
Right?
Yeah.
Do you think there's anyone back there getting, they're throwing 20s, hundreds?
I don't know how it works.
Pay for play?
Yeah.
Huh?
There's a little bit
The
of
DJ
that.
back in the day was getting that.
I'm sure.
The King was trying to get on the radio, Elvis, and the Colonel comes in with a bucket full of chicken.
Yeah.
Is that the Colonel that represented him?
No.
Is it a different Colonel?
Yeah.
And the Colonel gives the chicken, and he goes, put Elvis's song, Kentucky Fried Rain, or whatever that song is. And it gets on the air, and all of a sudden, thank God he's good.
Yeah.
I mean, you have to, even if you got to the top illegally, unmorally,
immorally, yeah.
Scabbily. Yeah, it's a scab thing. That's what the union calls it. You're a scab. You're a scab. You shouldn't be here. Second string. Even if you get to the top, you still got to prove that you're good enough to stay at the top.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's like the idea of 15 minutes of fame.
You got to accentuate it.
Yeah, you
right. When you're naked in front of the mirror, you better be in shape.
Yeah. What?
Yeah.
Why is that?
If you have
what? Fuck.
If you get a chance.
I almost accepted that.
You did. You thought about it. If you're naked and you get a chance, well, for me, in front of the mirror is still an audience. I'm still looking at myself going, this is your one shot to impress you.
Do you applaud?
Right, I go, oh my God.
Yeah, buddy.
What a job. You did so good. You did so good.
I thought this was going somewhere real. You just want to talk about you standing in front of the mirror
well,
naked.
I do. Sometimes I will stand in front of the mirror for various things. To pull hairs out of my nose or but not inside, on the top. That's a weird thing.
I thought it was going to be weird or something, but I didn't even know you could fucking grow hair on your
and the
nose.
very top bulb part.
Oh, yeah, that's like
I have special tweezers that Kelly bought me.
Yeah.
With they're women's tweezers. They're not men's tweezers.
What the fuck does that
Guys
mean?
don't know about these tweezers.
Are they pink or something?
Nope.
Why are they women's tweezers?
Because guys don't fucking know, unless today's guys know about tweezers. Do you?
I know about tweezers.
Good tweezers or shit tweezers?
I didn't know there was a difference.
There's a fucking pro tweezer, and there's the CVS hanging on the 99-cent tweezer.
The keychain.
These tweezers. I got tweezers. Somebody took a fucking axe grinder and pretty much you could kill someone with these tweezers that I have.
Jesus, all right.
They're sharp.
What are they? What's the purpose of them?
They're because my eyes are so bad. Number one, I think that's not but it is part of it that my eyes are so bad, right? So, but these tweezers can grab even off center of the hair and still be able to yank it perfectly out. Because we have a mirror.
There you go.
A mirror that is a magnifying mirror, so you can see the pores
Ugh.
right? And then you can see the hairs actually look like licorice or giant, in that mirror because they magnify.
What the hell?
Yeah, so they're scary, and you want to get them out.
They jump out at you. Yeah.
Right.
What if you didn't actually have hairs? It was just like they're
On your nose?
magnetized that you're just like you're getting in your own head. It's not even like that.
No, there's hair there.
Yeah, but
Because when I'm driving, I go like this, and I can feel it, and I'm nowhere near the mirror or my tweezers, and I'm panicking to get home.
but also, nobody can tell.
Doesn't matter.
It matters.
Now it doesn't matter because I've trained myself to touch my nose and go, oh, fuck.
I didn't shave
Right?
my nose today.
And here, I didn't pull my hairs. So then my wife carries them in her purse in case I have to get to those tweezers.
Are you serious?
And occasionally she will pull them at a stoplight.
And then you'll just tweeze them real quick.
I go, can you hit me up? Because I'm on my way to the show. And even though they're sometimes they're gray hair too, which you can't see them at all. Can you feel anything? You're too young. It doesn't happen until you get older where the hair starts coming out of weird spots.
Like, what do you mean, like weird spots?
Like here on the ear, on top of the ear.
Yeah.
I see peach fuzz on the side of your ear like this.
Yeah, I see peach fuzz.
Yeah, that's going to be, at 55, that shit's going to be long.
Really?
Right now, you're just,
Jesus.
yeah, you're just in the very beginnings. You're kind of like a young buck.
Okay.
With felt on its antlers.
Yeah, okay.
So you'd have to scrape your ear up against a tree like that to kind of, because it itches, right? It's starting to itch.
No, not really.
Yeah, and you got to get every year about springtime, you got to get that peach fuzz off your ear.
And then
Eventually, you're going to look like the old man buck.
So you have to tweeze your ears too?
I use I have a junky nose trimmer that I stick everywhere. It's
What's
like
a junky nose trimmer.
It's the cheap ones. Like my son has the.
Oh, so you have the NASA certified tweezers, but not the good.
No, I haven't gone nuts. Like I'm still buying Walmart, in the checkout lane. The
nose
the
clippers.
quick purchase, whatever they call that purchase, impulse buy.
Yeah.
Oh, hey man, does your nose have hair coming out of it?
Yeah.
Or the cashier's trained to say, dude, your nose. And then and you buy it from her. They're trained to do that at Walmart.
They're not trained to do that.
That's how they get you to buy impulse stuff.
But not with fucking tweezers and
They
shit.
get commission on any of this shit.
Dude, this is the first time I'm hearing about nose hair. That grows on the outside of your fucking nose.
Yeah, it happens.
I don't believe you. I don't know why.
It happens. I'll pull
Donnie,
some
can
for you.
Validate this?
What I'll do.
Do you have tweezers for your nose?
I have fancy women's tweezers that are much better than men's.
Oh, so you're onto the thing.
Yeah, he knows.
You know about the women's tweezers.
I inherited them. It was awesome.
Yeah.
You inherited them
I have 2 pairs, and I'm going to be so sad when they break. I don't know where.
Or you can get. Well, Kelly knows where to get them. Believe me, the women know where to get them. Because I lost mine.
Like it's hard to get them.
No, it is.
It's an underground store. You don't know about these things.
This is insane to me.
Yeah.
This is like a conspiracy.
Oh, they have stuff that we're not allowed to purchase. It's underground.
That's sexist, man.
It's gender specific. It's not fluid or neutral. It's you have to go into this area.
Okay.
And I don't know where she gets them. I lost my pair. I panicked because here's the thing. I was mad because they're expensive.
Yeah.
It's kind of like a knife. You know what I mean? Like you can buy a shitty knife, a pocket knife, Chinese made $1.50 dollar store, something like that. Or you go to the fucking knife store and somebody's been grinding that thing for 2 years on a wheel made out of some special material that they got off of a Mars or some shit.
It's customized too.
Yeah, and I'm always like, well, what the hell? Because we bought these knives in the house, and I was not happy because there's one of my daughter's girlfriends, right, was selling knives,
like what?
Cutco stuff, right?
Yeah.
And right, and I'm like, well, she's trying to finance college, and my wife's absolutely going to not say no, especially to a friend.
Yeah.
But those knives do not get dull. They don't get dull. They haven't broke. We've had them for a long time.
So they work.
Are they worth 10 times the amount of money that a normal knife? I don't think so. I don't think so. But this is what these tweezers are.
Okay.
Special tweezers. When you look at them, they have a different kind of design too. It's a aerospace. It's NASA.
Did we get a new sponsor? that I didn't know.
A tweezer sponsor?
Yeah, is that what's happening?
Is that how that happens? We
I
should
think so.
we should try that.
We're pitching it, yeah.
We should pitch a product and see if they listen or, accidentally give them our podcast.
We'll accidentally send them our podcast.
What we do is we go to their company and you act like they don't know who you are. Okay, who do you want to pitch to? Give me any company. Hasbro, right? And they make the light bright.
Yeah.
That's the last product
That's
I've
the
ever
only
bought
thing you know.
from Hasbro. Or Stretch Armstrong. I'm not sure
Yeah,
what.
maybe like, yeah.
So they got a doll.
Yeah.
Right? Okay, so we pump up the doll. Let's just say it is some type of Cabbage Patch / new. It's a new doll for kids, right?
Yeah.
That stretches.
That stretches.
And we talk the shit out of it.
Okay.
And then we go to Hasbro. And you're sitting on the fountain in front of Hasbro. I'm sure they got a fountain.
They probably have a fountain.
And we're waiting for the executive to come down. We know who he is. We already pinpointed him. We've been scoping him out for weeks.
Okay.
And then me and you just drum up a conversation. What do you listen to? These guys, I'm going to get this stupid Hasbro doll because this is a great podcast promoting. They sold me on it. And the guy hears it and goes, what podcast?
I like our podcast.
The one that they're pumping. Yeah. And all of a sudden now we got a guy going, we need you guys. We've never heard anything like this. We've hired experts and social media people. And just the way you two were talking about our new product, Stretchy Carmen, whatever the product is, the new doll. They name it after me.
Now it's a Stretchy Carmen doll.
Well, eventually I want the doll named after me.
Okay, that's fair.
Okay, because I've never had that.
I could see you as like a Stretch Carmen.
Stretch Carmen. It almost sounds correct.
Well, yeah, but it's not really like oh, he's so like bendable. It's like torture Carmen. Like,
Oh, wait, no, this guy's not bendable.
Yeah.
It's a better doll.
Every time you pull it, it goes, ow! Like, it's like, ow.
Right, don't. Yeah, you're hurting me.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, the doll makes those kind of sounds. You're hurting me. I'm offended.
Yeah, exactly. Don't touch me.
I'm canceling you.
Yeah, you have no consent to touch me.
The offended doll.
Yeah.
Shit.
Dude, we are onto it. The
I
offended
guarantee
doll.
you they don't have something like this.
No, they don't.
Oh, my God. Did you just call me he? I go by they.
Yes.
That would be such...
That'd be good training.
No. It's not for training.
Oh, what's it for?
It's just for fun.
Okay.
Let's not get nuts.
Let's not
The doll's going to say something about Columbus, and it's not going to be what you want to hear. Okay?
Wait, it's the offensive doll?
The
or
doll
the
said, well,
offended?
maybe it has both sides. One side's
Oh.
offensive, one side's not.
That's cool. I like that. a
Don't
lot.
tear that fucking Columbus statue down. Tear the statue down. Like it depends on your mood for that day.
Switches, yeah. I like that.
It's made by Hasbro.
Hasbro would totally make this doll.
Yeah. See, here's what happens. Donnie was there. I had a show at McCurdy's this weekend.
Yeah.
And out of the blue, some woman said something about rubbers, about her husband wearing rubbers. I don't know how we got on this. Mm-hmm. And I said, I don't know about rubbers for your husband, but I think dogs should wear rubbers. Right? I just said it.
Random. Yeah.
And then I thought about it. I go, no, it'd be great because you know how dogs hump you all the time? Wouldn't it be great to have a dog? If you knew the dog was going to hump you, I wouldn't mind if it was humping me if it had a rubber on.
Responsible.
Right. You don't want any of that on you, but
Right.
you're like, oh, it's a fine. He's got a rubber.
No, I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna be
It's a
more
big
weirded.
German
I'm
Shepherd.
gonna be more weirded
If you
out.
put a rubber
I'm
on,
gonna be much straight.
because
I'm
it
not
possibly could hump you.
down. That sounds weird.
And when you come in the house, she goes, hey, sometimes my dog humps,
That's bad ownership.
but we put a rubber on it. We put a rubber on that dog.
Just in case.
And then, you're going to have problems because people are like, well, why were you playing with the dog's dick before people came over? And how'd you get the rubber on it? And then there's going to be some weird questions. But I think
As there should be.
I pitched that correctly to the club. And I told them, the audience, this is mine.
This is my idea.
This is mine. Don't be going to Shark Tank.
Dog rubbers.
Right, dog rubbers. Instead of, hey, maybe this goes well with the ASPCCTA, the American Society of Pet Control and Touching and all that, whatever that name is. Maybe that goes well with them because no more neutering,
Yeah.
no more chopping balls off.
That's a good point.
We just give male dogs rubbers.
It's their choice. It's their body. Their choice.
Yeah.
I like that.
This is a smart podcast. But if anybody ever says this is the stupidest fucking shit we've ever heard,
Which is almost every other comment.
right? I go, well, listen to the part about dog rubbers, okay?
Yeah.
That was pretty genius.
We made a bunch of money on
And
that.
I guarantee if you Google it, they got them.
Dog rubbers?
Yeah, they got them. They got to have dog rubbers, dog condoms. You know what I mean?
I didn't think you'd ever have to put this in your Google search. But
Donnie types it in.
time to validate
Types
this.
it in. You better use DuckDuckGo. Don't let anyone know you're Googling dog rubbers.
Dog rubbers, yeah.
No, Google has to know. God gets to know.
Dog condoms.
Yeah, because it's something that if they don't have it in their search terms, we just gave them something new. I think that's what people are doing for Google. They're coming up with ridiculous shit, typing into Google, and then Google goes, huh, this looks promising. Let's now.
I've thought about that.
Let's now. Really?
I've thought about like if they're like how easily some like a company that just like raped people's brains.
Yeah.
They just went into your notes and they found like all your good ideas.
You're typing them into Google.
Well, I mean,
like you're searching for things that might not exist,
right,
and then you possibly have hit on something.
or they're just going into your personal shit.
You think there's an algorithm that sends whoever's at Google, we don't have anything on this, what he just typed in.
Yeah, for sure.
And then they send it to this guy and he goes, what the fuck? This guy just came up with something ridiculous.
Hold on, wait though. If I start getting targeted ads for dog condoms, I'm gonna be super pissed. If anybody listening to this podcast gets targeted ads for dog condoms or offensive dolls, I'm so sorry.
Or something in
tweezers.
between.
Or tweezers.
Even if you got dog pee-pee pads or dog diapers now,
yeah.
anything in the dog realm counts as they're listening.
You're triggering the fuck out of everybody right now.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, dog diapers?
Yeah.
No one likes that? Or they do like it?
It's bad.
Dog diapers are bad?
Offensive, yeah.
Dog diapers are bad? I had no idea.
Yeah, they're culturally appropriating humans and stuff.
Oh, now we're pissed off? Humans are...
Dogs are getting pissed off at humans.
Oh.
Yeah.
So the world... And who gets offended for dogs?
People named Elizabeth with purple hair.
So there's people out there that don't want dogs to look like humans or act like humans or appropriate humanness.
Yes.
So all the rain jackets that we put on the dogs
They hate that.
and the little booties and the strollers, they don't like the strollers.
Dog strollers? Absolutely not.
I don't like it either. So I'm on their side for something. I finally found something.
Dog strollers. I'm trying to imagine what the fuck that looks like.
It's very simple. Go to the mall.
They have a stroller for a dog.
Yeah.
Just imagine a baby, but replace that baby with a dog.
Yeah.
That's it.
I don't even know if they make a separate stroller now for the
Does
dog.
it lay on its back though? Is it like?
Usually. Sometimes it just sits.
It depends on the dog, man. Then every video that has a dog in it and a cat in it is basically appropriation because they're being filmed as if, because we only care about when they do something human-like.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my God, look at my dog. It's sitting up, eating with a fork, right? And they got the dog they stick their head through the thing.
Yeah.
Man, like, this is what's beating the podcast?
This is wrong. Yeah, for sure.
This is the kind of stuff people are Googling versus listening to our genius ideas.
People love dogs, dude. It's unfair.
Oh, I have a dog.
We can't compete with dogs.
I have a dog, and it doesn't get a lot of views because I can't get views on anything. Me, my dogs.
Your dog. Me and my dogs.
Carmen, have you tried putting on a self-help video on how to put a dog condom on?
No, is there something like that?
They are very much real.
Are you serious?
Yes.
So this exists.
You fucking kidding me?
We came up with nothing.
To be fair, the most up-to-date record I found was a site in 2008 that said it was still under review for clinical
Trials.
So they're talking about it. They're talking about it.
2008. I don't think we have to worry about it.
So it doesn't.
The
exist.
idea's out there. They tried it. It doesn't work.
Doesn't work.
Right? Because the dog's not happy with the condom.
No, the dog was very happy with the condom. In
Because
fact, it turns out the dog didn't need a mate. When the person was putting on the condom, usually the dog would just get excited.
Right. That's what I'm saying. The dog likes the process of the condom going on. My dog would love that
This
shit.
is super uncomfortable now. Now we're fondling dogs. This is
But the whole thing is, if you put something like that on my dog, he's going to try to take it off. He's not going to let it stay on there.
Do you know this from experience?
Yeah. If you put on booties or something on his feet, like my one dog got old, so we had the pads, right? Could not grab onto the floor.
Yeah.
So you buy these little socks with grippers.
Yeah.
Right?
Jesus.
Yeah. Well, couldn't get up. He's almost gone, so it's time to think about what you're gonna do. But still, we were trying to get him to get up, and he couldn't do it. So we got these little things, and they grip. It was better because we have wood floors.
Yeah.
Right. But they want to eat them off their foot. They don't want them on their feet. They don't want this stuff on. They don't want the jacket on. They don't want the hat on.
It's uncomfortable. It's not natural.
But they're out there. They're driving cars. I talked about this on stage. Just to be perfect now. To meld with my routine, how the dog is in the car constantly making decisions for old people.
Yeah.
It exists.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, this is where my grandma had kids. To order them to do things like the dogs are being ordered. So what's worse?
Workers.
They're workers.
Yeah. But dogs can't really do much.
Dogs are named workers.
Or what?
Working class. Yeah.
What do you mean?
Well, an Australian Shepherd is a working dog, is what they call them.
Yeah, they shepherd.
They're shepherds.
Yeah.
Yeah. And if you don't let them shepherd,
They get sad.
they miss
They get
shepherding.
depressed.
What they do is they try to shepherd you.
Yeah, they do. They bite you and
They shepherd you.
yeah, they try to.
My
direct
dog is a
you.
herding animal, so it'll herd you.
Oh, really?
It'll stick its ass out. Yeah, it still does it.
They'll herd you like.
It'll herd you. Try to get you to bend it to its will where it wants you to go.
Where does it try to get you to go?
Mostly to my couch. Tell me to lay down, relax. Hey, buddy, you look stressed, right? Why don't you go and it'll give me the. That's what I'm kind of getting from the dog.
Yeah.
And now it's old enough where he doesn't care no more. He's like, just leave me alone. Just I'm on the bathroom floor because it's cold.
Yeah, it's nice and cool.
Right. But look, we come up with any product. It doesn't have to be for animals. If people are getting offended, what can we do? If we can't come up with products anymore because
What
people are
does
getting
this podcast
offended,
even mean anymore?
what? I mean, I'm supposed to think of things out of the box. I'm an out of the box thinker.
Yeah.
You know, it was Father's Day this weekend, which is not out of the box.
Yeah. How'd that go?
I don't like to conform.
What do you mean?
Don't say Happy Father's Day to me. Because Hallmark is forcing you to say that. They got us.
Yeah.
Don't you think
what
this?
would you prefer?
Nothing.
Just nothing.
Why is it? Why do you have to have a day specifically aimed at dads? Why do we have to have that day? Why do we have to have the day where the guy takes his dad to Culver's for a butter burger and is specifically nice to him because everyone said
super specific
today? Because I saw it yesterday.
Yeah, exactly. You fucking. You saw sad dads with their sad sons.
It's sad
Yeah.
because why can't you do this like today on Monday? Why does it got to be on the day everyone told you to do it?
Right, I get what you're saying.
It's forced recognition of fathers,
Every day should be Father's Day.
or at least make I'm not saying every day, but at least come up with your own idea of being nice to dad.
When did that change? Because I feel like there was a cultural
1900
change.
and something.
No, I mean like when like now it's like, Dad, get away from me. Dad, you're an idiot. But I remember like back in the day it was like, Papa runs the mill. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? And Papa, we
Is he
talk-
French?
Papa, yeah.
Yeah.
Poppy.
Poppy, that's with a P-A-P-I, not a P-O-P-P-Y.
You know what I mean? Like it was like the dads were revered. Like elders were like revered a little bit more.
Yeah, well, first let's discuss this Father's Day thing.
You should beat your kids.
Because the Father's Day thing,
We should get back to beating children.
well,
and
yeah,
make them work.
you know, this is the whole thing, the child labor law thing, right? We fucked up when that was created. The Father's Day was created I looked this up because I was curious, right?
Okay.
So it's 1900s. They come up with this day, this recognized dads.
Okay.
But nobody fucking cared until 1972. And I forgot what changed it, but in 1972, then one of the presidents that we had in this country, we have presidents every 4 years here.
Yeah.
I don't know where you're from, but we have presidents, and I think it was Nixon, and he said, I didn't go in there, I'm not a criminal, and we should recognize dads, make it a federal fucking holiday. This was all, he said all these things at once.
Nixon said this?
Yeah. In Carmel, where he lived, in a mountain where his library is. Later. But in 72, the Chevelle was cool. And he didn't have one of those, so no one paid attention to fucking Nixon. If he was driving a Chevelle, everyone would be like, okay, the cool president just said.
Right.
72, Nixon says Father's Day is now a federal holiday or recognized because you don't get the day off. Don't listen to me. I'm just knowing it's 72. Okay?
Where does this go? Yeah.
Where does it go?
I'm trying to figure out where
We
you're
didn't.
going
The reason dads were so great is we didn't give a fuck if you said there was a Father's Day. We're like, so what?
Yeah.
So, and then someone forced it on us.
So now it's like, oh, we have to.
And now my kids, by the direction of my wife, have to figure out how to please me. And the more they try, the more I get angry.
Yeah, dude, what's wrong with you?
Because I don't want it. And I tell them, please stop.
Well, yeah.
Because I know you don't really want it.
Yeah. Oh, is that what's bothering you?
No, it doesn't bother me. It's the fact that we're playing this fucking dance. Because, you know, in the beginning, it's dad has to really finance the gifts that the children buy.
I see.
You know, and so it's stupid.
Yeah.
The only thing you could see out of it is, okay, so you have this day and everyone recognizes you, and I guess it's okay. It gives you an excuse to go out, but you don't need it. You don't need someone telling you to conform.
Yeah.
You looking something up then? Okay. I thought he was going to give us more information. So now dads have to put up with this. And I put out videos, Unhappy Father's Day, Don't Bother Dad on Father's Day. I've made videos over the years like this.
Yeah.
And hundreds, thousands of dads agree.
Yeah.
This is fucking horseshit. The best thing you do for dad, leave him alone. Let him go in the basement where he likes to go, in his garage. Let him lay on the couch, watch Bering Sea Gold. I had to go out to dinner.
So neglect your dad on Father's Day.
No. You don't have to neglect. Just let him actually do what he wants to do.
Which is neglect you.
No, which is nothing.
I'm so confused.
He's not neglecting. He already does for you.
Super neglectful.
He's not. No, you think.
Leave me alone, kids.
No, it's not about that. It's about them making the day under their control on their day, picking the day, telling you what to do on that day.
So you didn't get to decide that you wanted to go out to dinner. They decided for you that you're going to go out for dinner.
Why are we all in agreement that we have to do this? Why are we all in agreement? How did this happen? I don't like when we all get forced into doing something.
I'm guessing your birthday isn't very fun either.
No.
'Cause you have to. Okay.
No, but that is real. I was born on that fucking day.
Okay. Well, yeah. All right.
Okay? I was born on that day.
All right,
That's a real day. Father's Day is a made-up day. Just a made-up fucking day. And some can play along if they want,
Do
I
you
guess.
like Mother's Day?
I have no choice. It's not that I don't like Mother's Day. My wife likes it.
Yeah.
So if she likes it, then I'm fine with that.
Okay.
And we'll do, really, Mother's Day is Father's Day too. It should just be 2 Mother's Days,
Okay.
right?
Why don't it just be Parents' Day?
Right.
There you go.
Well, we don't need it. There's a Grandparents' Day too. You know about this?
Never heard of that.
There is a Grandparents' Day.
That's hilarious.
Okay, so there's really, this is what I'm saying. We used to celebrate when you graduated from high school. Now we do fucking preschool. We've really got to stop
That's funny.
spending too much time celebrating every little detail that's just basic. It's by default, that's what happens. We should celebrate dad or be nice to dad. We don't need anyone to tell us to do it. And we don't need to fucking celebrate you graduating preschool or even going to preschool or kindergarten and then elementary school and then fucking middle school and high school. So every time this kid thinks he does one little thing,
Yeah.
oh, great.
That's what we're supposed to do, man.
No, it's not. It's because we got...
Coddle our children. We're
This is
supposed
why
to.
they don't care. Well, your original question, why did dads get shit on?
Yeah.
Why isn't the dad revered anymore?
Yeah.
Why is there
We
no mountain where you would go, I'm going to go talk to Grandpa? Because Grandpa has experience. Because Grandpa's been around and Grandpa knows. He's seen shit.
Why is that a mountain?
Why? Because he's higher than you. Grandpa should be higher than you are.
Grandpa is
He's
higher
frail.
than me.
He's frail.
He's on
If he was at- if you-
marijuana. He's way higher than me.
Grandpa was on ground level.
Yeah.
He could get hurt.
fucking mountain.
He needs to be high up. So not everyone can get to him.
Okay, yeah, I get what you're saying. All right, so he's like in his ivory tower, kind of
6 feet up. I'm not saying like a real mountain. I'm saying he's on a step stool. At least be a lifeguard chair. Something a little higher than yours.
All right,
He deserves it.
Yeah,
There's a lot of nasty shit ground level.
Yeah,
There's rats. There's fast things. He needs to be away from. He needs to be able to be protected.
Yeah. I get that.
Higher
I get that.
than you.
I get that.
Right?
Yeah.
And plus, up there, he deserves to be up there because it took him a while to get up there. You shouldn't be able to get up there that quick.
No, that's not fair.
He's 90. Is he? I don't know. How old can this guy be?
90.
70. Let's say a 7-year-old man. I say 70 is where we start going. This guy, he's been around. He knows shit. He's not dead. He's got information.
He made it.
Right. But what happens is he gets sucker punched on the streets of New York.
Yeah. I mean, dude, equality. All right, that's all I'm saying.
Because he's not high enough. If he was up there, if he was allowed to travel on some contraption in New York City that put him higher up, then the kid was going to punch him in the face. We need another invention. This is a new
platforms.
Here's what we should do. We should mech armor the old people. Right? Because as you get frailer, you should be able to load up
Just like Spartans.
like Iron Man.
Yeah.
And some fucking young punk comes up to you and you're like, bro, I just got, yeah.
Yeah, but at the same time, they
can't have it.
They don't drive cars well. You think they're going to be able to navigate aerospace well with the fucking Iron Man suit?
It's just, they're not flying. They're just.
So they have to be higher than us.
That was before the mech armor. If they get the mech armor, they don't need to be anywhere.
Grandpa mech armor.
Right.
I like that.
He's able to walk without even under his own power. He's got additional. They're doing it now with hover rounds, but they're sitting. Right. They got the motorized hover rounds. You see some of these people in the streets.
Yeah.
The problem is that the hover round also kind of contributes to the gut you see that they're driving around. Right. They get out of shape.
Yeah.
Old people don't want to stay in shape because it's hard.
Yeah.
And they believe they deserve peanut butter pie now. They really do believe it.
Yeah.
I've lived. I busted my ass. But still, bro, you're still alive.
Yeah.
You still got to be in shape.
Especially to pilot mech armor.
You're going to be in a mech armor suit. So
what kind of weapons do they have on this mech armor suit?
Well, I'm just saying, let's not weaponize anything. Let's just give them better legs, better arms, and the ability, if someone does swing at them, because this is happening.
Yeah.
You know, someone wants to beat up on an old person, and this guy's got mech armor.
But they got life alert.
This doesn't help. That's after the fact.
Yeah.
Great, we caught it on camera. We caught the beating on camera. What does that do? Right?
It's on World Star.
Right.
We got to figure it
Great,
out.
we have another shit YouTube video to put out there.
Yeah.
Another thing to scare the population from not going into the streets.
Yeah,
but you see an old guy press one button, all of a sudden he's like that Batmobile, and he weaponizes himself.
Yeah, flamethrowers and
And
shit.
the guy tries to punch him and breaks his hand, and we all cheer.
It's fair.
We all cheer.
That's cool. I like that.
Yeah, and so, yeah, these guys need a little help. The older people,
Mech armor might be the answer.
we need to figure out, as people age, fuck the new knee and the new hip and all that. That's good, but we need protection against society that treats the old people bad.
Do we treat old people bad?
You just said.
Yeah, we do kind of.
You just said. You gave an example that, I mean, it's not just dads.
I think it's that we don't really want to hear their opinions anymore. We do want to hear facts or like knowledge, but like,
Why shouldn't you hear someone's opinion?
it's not that like I'm not saying this. I'm just saying that like I think
Well, you should say it
society-
yourself. You shouldn't represent anyone else. You're appropriating someone else's opinion.
Damn, Carmen's learning. That sounded legit.
Feed the machine, and it will come spit back shit right back at you.
Yeah. Okay, fine. I don't want to hear their opinion.
I sat with my grandma when she was almost 90, multiple times in her little room, in her domain, watching her evangelical Christian, whatever she was watching, because I felt all those years she sat and listened to me as a kid and was around me and it was good to me. And when she got older, what do? Ignore her? Do we tell her to go fuck herself?
No, I'm not
No.
saying that.
So if she has an opinion, I can't give her 2 minutes of my time, even if the opinion's way off base. All I can do is go, yeah. It's interesting
Yeah,
how
I'll listen.
how old people get.
I'll listen to her opinion on like how biscottis go with tea or something like that.
That's not an opinion.
That's his opinion. Yeah.
No.
Yeah, like that's subjective.
If she has an opinion about something you disagree with, that's called science. Science, follow the science. Science is a consistent, dynamic influx movement of whether you are experimenting with actual physical chemicals or with words and opinions. It's a scientific opinion. She's giving you something that maybe possibly is not true, but we're not using that as the control. We're using it as one of the variables.
Dude.
Don't know where I pulled that out of my ass, but I'm just saying.
What the fuck was that?
Because I'm thinking, and it's true.
Makes sense.
Right, it does make sense.
It kinda
Because
does.
if you start judging whose opinion shouldn't be listened to, we are fucked.
No, I'm just saying.
You just said all old people's opinions suck, and it wasn't you who said that. You said it was somebody else that fed that shit to you.
They should probably not talk about certain things. Yeah.
No, you gotta let everybody
I'm not saying
talk
everybody can
whatever
talk,
they want
but
about.
I'm okay with being like, I'm probably not going to listen to your opinion on Black Lives Matter or something like that. You know,
They don't even have one.
That's well, they do. Yeah, they do. Absolutely.
Not really.
Well, no, it's not a
because
good
they
one.
haven't. They have. What I find with older people, again, this is just like the gut. The brain also becomes kind of fatty. The brain gets out of shape. They're not using their brain as much or their body as much, and it's more lazy talk.
Yeah.
They don't mean to be offensive. They don't mean to be, ignorant of what's going on. They just don't know, actually, and they're actually parroting what they heard from something else.
Right.
And that's what's happening constantly.
Yeah.
And if you go back to the places that you were born or lived, and those people never left, they have one opinion that they never learned to change or learn to adapt to other people's opinions. So what you're doing is, by what you're saying, could bleed into no one gets to talk. Because then you go, the old people shouldn't have an opinion. But if you say a guy who's 92 doesn't have an opinion,
I didn't say
then we go, now the 91s are out of it.
No.
And then fuck it. And then now we're down. And now you get down to 58 and you go, you're old, bro. We already decided.
So that's about you.
It's about me. Now all of a sudden the
100%
fucking
right.
58-year-old cannot have an opinion.
I didn't say anybody can't have an opinion. I'm saying I wouldn't necessarily listen to people's opinions. Just like
Well,
I don't
who
listen,
does?
I don't listen to the guys.
Do you really listen to people's opinions?
I do if it's valid.
And then what do you do with it?
I try to take it with a grain of salt, see where it goes.
So you don't listen.
No,
You just
gotta-
hear. You're not
I'll listen.
applying.
I'll apply it. Yeah, just with a
Only
grain
if
of
it
salt.
aligns with.
Some people, I don't know. It's like would you take an opinion about how your comedy show went from somebody who's not a comic?
No.
Exactly.
I don't even take it from people who are like, even if fucking Eddie
Well, that's
Murphy.
your problem. I would 100% take an opinion from a comic.
No.
So it sounds like I'm not the only one who doesn't take opinions.
No,
from
because
people.
I will listen, but I'm not applying it. That's what I'm saying. I don't believe that they shouldn't give me their opinion, by the way. I'm fine with everyone saying what they want.
Yeah, me too.
And it makes me more interested in the species. Because then you look at people, if you don't shut them down, they're amazing. If you listen to some crazy fucking lunatic's opinion,
Yeah.
if you shut them down, you've just lost an entertainment source.
I get what you're saying.
This guy's fucking awesome. Because he doesn't even, I met a guy at the show, actually, that wanted to get on stage. I went to Les's class. He wants to be a comedian. Then he told me a couple, really bad jokes. And I thought, yes, we put him on stage.
You're okay.
And it's not just because I think you'll be surprised. There was a guy doing a class that I remember. There was an older guy. I don't know if you remember that guy. They used to show up at the club, and he would do material that was definitely not correct or appropriate, but it was working.
Yeah.
So then you go, oh, the whole crowd's full of these people? We've done ourselves a disservice by telling people to shut up. You need to hear what they got to say.
That's a fair assessment. Yeah.
And then we find out who you are. And then it works as supply and demand always works. We got too many of these motherfuckers.
Yeah.
we don't need them. There's no demand for them.
Yeah.
And then they die off naturally, not physically, but they don't get a chance to write for the fucking New York Times, or they don't get, they're not getting their opinion out there.
Yeah.
Let them do it. Let them talk. Let the old people spew, and hug them. And give them a big fucking hug. Just go, that's great that you still have a voice.
They get scared when you hug them, though. They're
And don't be afraid of hugging either. We're allowed to hug. All right, that's it. Donnie's like, okay, you know what? Here's my opinion. This thing needs to be shut down right now.
right now.
All right, we'll see you later.